if I have to get off of this live or if I transfer, move around, because I am on clock. But as I feel certainly, I'm compelled that we should not try to be too modernized to where we're trying to wait for the perfect opportunity to speak what's on our mind. And when it's on your heart and you're compelled, you need to speak and voice. You know what I'm saying? And stop looking to stand for some type of standard. And I'm gonna get straight to the point because you see what the thumbnail is and you see exactly what the title is. I have a grave concern, right, about what's going on with all this human trafficking, especially in regards to little children. And I think that there's a strong connection with the hypersexualization of little children that is compelling this demonic network that is involved in the human trafficking and specifically the missing of little children within these 4 to maybe 12 age bracket. Not that there's not children that are in the missing a lot earlier and a lot later in their age range, right? But I have a strong problem with the ones that are within that age bracket because there's a lot of them. And I think I'm starting to see a connection. There's a great suspicion that is arising in my conscience. And I'm going to give you an example. There should not be no reason for little girls popping their ass at the age of 5 years old. There should be no videos being posted on social media by you people with little girls and little boys popping it. You know what I'm saying? That's highly unacceptable. That's highly unacceptable. So I think that that's also opening up a door for the sex trafficking and the things of that nature going on. And a lot of people are overlooking that reality, making it seem like you're putting, and you got public pages, and you're putting this content on here that's promoting pedophilia. And then we're talking about within these same communities that pedophilia is running rampant. I have a strong problem with that. You know, I have a grave concern, and I think that that's what's endorsing this thing. And then in addition to that, I'm coming to the point, a conclusion that some of you guys are actually intentionally selling your souls, selling the souls of these little children. All of these children are ending up missing. We know that pedophilia runs rampant in this country. Why do we got little kids popping their ass? It's almost as if you're soliciting little children on the market.
I agree with you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Open your eyes. That bad.
Yeah. Why are we putting these little girls in these skirts? Why do we have these little girls wearing makeup, getting their nails done, looking sassy, doing all this posing, popping, bending over? They little girls. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years old? Come on. Before puberty, right after puberty, what is going on? Oh, that's cute. The little kids get the cussing, acting all adultish. They barely know how to be a child. But yet so you telling me this not intentional? You don't know what you're doing? You don't know what you're doing? You're putting this out here to the public to see. You're pushing this and putting this on the timeline like this is something to brag about. What are you doing? So I'm trying to figure out, are you trying to put the children on a market? Because that's what you're doing. These social media platforms are markets. People market themselves. Don't act like you don't understand that. We're not about to sit here and act like we don't understand that, because how do people get ratings? Sex sells in America. Sex sells in America. They sexualize little kids. So when you're doing it for them, you're putting them on a market. So you're not selling them. If you're selling yourself and then you got a little child falling at the suit of what you're doing, you're selling the child too. So that's human sacrifice. It doesn't have to be you taking a knife and mutilating your child, chopping the body up, and then putting them inside of a pot and eating them or selling them. No, you're still selling the child. So when these little children end up missing, I'm wondering if we're doing any kind of investigation on the background of the parents where the children end up missing. What kind of background the parents have? How did your child end up missing? How all these children end up missing in the same proximity? I'll give you Washington, D.C. for an example. Washington, D.C. is a very small environment. It's highly congested. But yet, why do we lose so many girls every single year in a small environment, in the same community. How they end up missing? Because the pedophiles are within the same community. You ain't gonna say nothing about little children getting sold if you playing with little children your damn self. The parents might not even care because they probably tired of the kids anyways. You understand me? I mean, what else is, how do you think it's cute for a little 5-year-old girl to dress up like she's 20-something years old? How else? And then when we talk about, we see these little kids end up missing and all this garbage going on. Come on, man, stop with the commercials. Stop. And we need to, and those of us who don't agree with it, we need to speak up, because silence only helps the oppressor than the people that are being oppressed and victimized.
Can I get 2 berry fusions?
Berry fusions, yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
And
Okay.
then 25 on right there, the Durango right there.
Okay, so that's pump 3. All right. If you use a car, we'll be using that machine right there. All right. Good to go. Yeah. Like, I'm irate. You know, because at first I'm like, people just don't know no better, or they're just so negligent, they're selfish, they're careless. But now I'm thinking it's intentional. I think it's really insidious.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Because there's too many adults. I seen a video the other night, whereas there was a whole community of adults, African people in the African community.
Hello.
You know,
20 on 2.
got you, babe.
Thank you.
And the little girl was in here doing a little dance ritual. There wasn't no African real dance ritual. You could tell by the gestures if you know anything. Like the girl doing all of this. I'm like, yo, and she couldn't be nothing more than 6 years old. Like what? What is this? You understand me? I'm like, and then I just got finished watching Jupiter Ascending, so you already know I'm on one. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about there's hundreds of planets out here populated, if not millions, and they say that this planet is a planet that they use to harvest. They take humans, they take their organs, the energy, the chemical compounds, and they concentrate it. Just to make one bottle fill, they need 100 bodies. To fill one bottle, they need 100 bodies. You understand? And then we got all these conspiracies about alien abductions. You see what I'm saying? Alien abductions, all this stuff going on, right? You know what I'm saying? Human sex trafficking, and we don't bust them, but we got Bammers going to prison for cocaine, for weed. We find these guys. We don't never find out these pedophiles.
Get a pack of Marlboro 27s, please.
Marlboro 27s. Can you guide me where those are?
Right.
Thousands of these Marlboros.
So they are, keep on going. Oh, right in the middle there. One more. Oh, yep, right there. Thank you, man.
Yeah, all these children end up missing and human trafficking, and we don't never seem to find these guys. We got a president that there's allegations going on about him being a pedophile, and we're still doing an investigation. How long is this going to take? That's serious. And if I was the president, someone would say something crazy like that about me, and I ain't do it, we're going to World War III about this. Till it could be continued. FBI don't want to touch on the classified documents now. What? Come on, man. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's all I'm going to say about this issue for now, man. Tighten up. I'm going to conclude it like that.